Hi, we're gonna do another podcast. This time it's not about Danganronpa.
Nope.
This time it's about Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah.
Because a million years ago, they announced the Final Fantasy VII remake coming first to PS4.
Yo.
And we don't know what other platforms it's coming to. Whatever, probably PC, maybe Xbox.
Maybe.
Vita, hopefully, right?
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna talk about FF7 and our hopes and fears in regards to this new remake, which hopefully will come out someday.
Someday.
Yes.
Maybe after Final Fantasy 15 or before. I don't know which one yet.
It's
probably after.
It's probably going to come out 2017, right?
I'm thinking 2018.
Because 2017, like the...
It's like the
20th anniversary or something.
I think it's... it came out, what, 97?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, that would be perfect. About 20 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do math.
But maybe it's going to be like in Japan in 2017, but in America's early 2018, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping for a worldwide release. Anyway, we'll talk about more of the remake later. Let's talk about FF7. Let's talk about our first experience with Final Fantasy VII.
Oh man!
How did you? Okay, you unlike me, you were actually a fan of Final Fantasy before FF7.
I was.
Me, I didn't know what Final Fantasy was. I've heard the name before, but I don't even know how old that was. I think I played it in like 98 or something. I was like...
So it was like...
I was like 10 or something.
So you're one of the other people that were 7 was like one of your first big...
My first RPG was Super Mario RPG.
Which is a lot of people's.
My second RPG was probably Pokemon. My third RPG was probably FF7.
Okay, pretty good trilogy there.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And like I said, I was probably like 10 or something when I first played it. But how I found out about Final Fantasy VII was, I just gotten a PS1. And the first game I got was Rugrats.
Nice. Which Rugrats?
Search for Reptar.
Search for Reptar. Okay. Yeah.
And I was on some Pokemon chat room when they all started talking about Final Fantasy VII. There was a guy named Sephiroth in the chat room. He was like, "Yo, you should get Final Fantasy VII." Like,
did you know how to pronounce that name back then? Were you like, "What is that, Sephiroth?"
I just pronounced it as Sephiroth because that's what it looked like.
Okay.
I'll talk about my mispronunciation.
Yeah,
soon.
We'll go over that
soon. But did I hit record? Okay, I hit record. Just making sure. So I heard. So I got my mom to go to Hastings and buy me Final Fantasy VII. Okay. And at the time I didn't realize this was such a big deal. It was a black label copy.
Yeah. Okay. Which is hard to find nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
I still have the discs. They're all scratched to hell. I don't have the case anymore.
Oh yeah, because didn't your disc 3 stop working?
I blame Jessica for that. Anyway, but I got that. And she also bought me a Game Shark.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I did end up cheating to beat the game a long time from then, but
oh wow.
And then I put the game in, I played it, and I died at the first boss.
So the Scorpion boss, you died at that because let me guess, his tail came up and you hit him.
Yeah, because Cloud fucking told me to do it. He told me, he told Barret at least.
Yeah.
That to attack when its tail is up.
You know, I know we're talking about our first experiences. But to get ready for this podcast, I actually recently started playing that game again on my Vita.
Yeah.
And I never noticed that until I started replaying again. He does tell you that. I'm like,
to do it.
Is that a mistranslation or what?
It is a mistranslation.
Because that is one thing we'll talk about is some of the problems with 7, but that would be one.
Let me look up the full quote, but
yeah.
He says something like, attack while its tail is up. It's going to counterattack with its laser. What he means to say is... It's going to counterattack with its laser when you attack its tail.
Right.
But it doesn't. It spaces out the sentence to make it sound like you're supposed to attack.
Yeah.
To prevent it from counterattacking with a laser.
I'm just wondering if when I was younger, or maybe it's just because I was older than you when I first started playing 7. Maybe I just got it. I understood what it meant, but. I can see that now. I can see why.
if you're not a 10-year-old kid like I was,
right.
Once he does the first laser attack,
and you get destroyed.
You're like, oh, I should probably not do that. Cloud's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
So, but I was 10 years old. I was like, Cloud told me to do it, so I'm gonna do it. I don't even know if I named him Cloud. I probably named him JR or something. Some dumb bullshit. Yeah. JR's my name, by the way. My name's Alfredo.
And I'm Daniel.
Yeah, sorry, missing the first rules of podcasting.
But do you usually, I don't know about you, but when I play RPGs, I usually name them the main character name, but then I'll go back and do a file with my name, so I think I left him as Cloud. But now, when I play these games, I like to change the names to what they're supposed to be, like Eris. I like to change it to Aerith. And hopefully, that's one thing I hope they address in the
Eris' name?
That they fix the translation there.
Okay, see, when I was a kid, I didn't know how to pronounce Eris' name.
Yeah.
I called her Iris because Iris is a real name.
Right.
Eris is not a real name. So I just, it's Iris. That has to be her name, right? And so for years, I would call her Iris. Not until, like, I guess Kingdom Hearts came out or whatever.
Yeah.
Did I realize that it was Aerith or Eris. And people make a big fucking deal about the Eris versus Aerith thing.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Who cares? Like, her name is supposed to be Aerith. It canon, like, according to Square now, her name is Aerith because in Kingdom Hearts it was Aerith. And in Advent Children it was Aerith. And people make all these dumb excuses like, oh, when you say Aerith, it sounds like you're lisping. Oh, yeah, just like when you say, you know, other people's names that end with TH. I can't think of any right now. Like Heath.
Heath, there you go, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, it sounds like his name is actually Hess or Heath. No, his name is Heath with a T. Keith. No, his name is Keth. Kess or something bullshit like that. No, her name is Aerith, and her whatever. It doesn't matter.
Seth Rollins would be like Seth Rollins,
yes.
or
Seth Rollins. In my recent playthrough of FF7, I named them all after wrestlers, and I named Red 13 after Seth Rollins.
Nice. So he always got tattoos, so you know he's one of those tattooed wrestlers.
I don't know if Seth has tattoos or not.
I don't know. He's going tribal.
I named Red 13 after Seth. I named Vincent after Roman Reigns because he's a vampire, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
And I named Sid after Dean Ambrose. I guess they're both crazy or something.
Yeah.
But
you know, when I first heard the name Cloud, though, it ruined me because I always thought, like, when they came out Final Fantasy VIII, I was like, oh, his name's Squall. They're going to have this running thing where all the characters are being named, like, after, like, elements of the wind and
like
crap like that. And
a soccer player.
Yeah.
It names the 9 after a soccer player.
But, yeah, I thought Cloud's name was kind of unique.
And then Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning. Yeah. It's a thing for him, I guess.
Well, you know, Lightning was supposed to be like a female version of Cloud anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, which they gave her his costume as DLC anyway.
Yeah, and that's another thing with people. There's no organization for this podcast at all.
No, of course not.
We're just talking. What do you call it? Like
our thoughts and
whatever. It's like stream of consciousness.
Yeah,
sort of talking. So we're not. It's not really structured.
Well,
so.
Okay. Well, you talked about your first experience with Final Fantasy VII. Maybe I should, go back and get my experience with it. I knew about Final Fantasy since the first game because my uncle was into RPGs and PC RPGs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so I knew about it, but I never really played them because, they seemed kind of intimidating for me, But they look cool. I watched him play. And then finally my cousin stayed the night with me one night, and he had a copy of Final Fantasy III, which is 6,
yeah, of course.
Technically
Everyone
here.
knows that.
But it was 3 on SNES.
Everyone knows that now.
Well, if you don't, you know now. And he had left it. He had stayed the night with me, and he brought it. And he's like, "Hey, check this game out." And he left it on, and I actually got to play Final Fantasy the first time, which is 5-6. And I loved it. He went to sleep, and I stayed up all night playing it, trying to get further than he did on a file. And that's where I really started liking Final Fantasy. Yeah. So, I think it was just a few years later, because it was already way into the SNES life by the time I got to play it. Final 7. They had all these awesome. I got Game Fan magazine. That was like my favorite magazine back then. I always had my parents buy me a magazine, and I loved all these advertisements for Final Fantasy VII, where it just made it seem like you had to buy this game.
Did you know at the time that it wasn't going to be related to 6? Or did you think it was going to be like a sequel to 6?
Since I did get into Final Fantasy with my uncle and stuff like that, I did know they were all different but interrelated. It was back. It's weird because I don't really speak with my uncle much anymore, but hey, he's one who kind of got me into it, so there you go. Kudos to him. But yeah, the magazine ads made me like, oh man, I have to get this. And see, my cousin let me play Final Fantasy VI. He kept bragging about how his parents were going to get him a PlayStation with Final Fantasy for Christmas, or his birthday. I'm sorry, his birthday. Yeah. And it was right before Christmas, and he got it. And he's making a big deal about how he's going to play it first and da-da-da. And so I was like, I demanded my parents, I was like, please get me this for Christmas. Please get me a PlayStation for Christmas. And I woke up that morning, and I saw Crash Bandicoot laying in the front.
Crash Bandicoot.
And It was the great. I know I shouldn't have been disappointed, but that's the only thing I've seen. That's the only thing they had out for me. And I was like, why didn't I get a PlayStation?
I didn't get Rugrats? Fuck this.
Yeah, no Rugrats. And they're like, oh, by the way, we got this too. It's like, surprise. I'm like,
oh cool. God. It's a copy of Persona.
I'm freaking out. Persona.
Yeah, whatever.
Which, no hate for Persona. But,
I don't think it was a thing with it. I don't know.
Well, it wasn't as big probably.
I don't know when Persona came out, so.
Yeah. It was a little after, I think. Okay. But, so I go to play it, and I'm so excited. And, back in the day, you have the old TVs that have RFs and no AV.
Oh,
and
yeah.
my PlayStation came with the AV, and I couldn't even play the game Christmas Day.
For Rugrats, too.
Yeah, I had to wait till the next day to play Final Fantasy VII, and it killed me staring at it.
Oh, here's another thing.
All day.
Did you have a memory card?
Oh God, no! That was
me either.
No, that was another thing. I had to go get one of those the next day too.
Like I replayed the intro to the beginning of Disc 1 so many times because I didn't have a memory card. So after we would leave Midgar, I'd be like, okay, time to quit playing, and I guess I'm gonna start playing again tomorrow.
Wait, you played all the way through the end of Midgar without saving?
Yeah,
that's pretty hardcore, man. So you didn't die, but
I died a lot.
Okay, it just let you continue.
No, I didn't die a lot. I died to the Scorpion, obviously.
Yeah.
I died to Reno because I didn't know you had to attack the pyramids.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I had to restart from then. And then I got to End of Midgar. So, yeah, I only died twice.
Okay.
Scorpion and to Reno.
Okay, so I can't remember. It's been so long. So if you die, do you just continue on if you don't have a save point? Or
you probably start the game over.
Okay, I'm not sure if you had to start the whole game over.
I think so.
Man, that would suck.
Yeah.
Because... back in the day, it felt like it took forever to get out of Midgar. Exactly. It felt like such a big game just being in that city.
So many people say that they thought that Midgar was the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And once you leave, you're like, holy shit, there's all this other stuff too?
I know, right? Because just being there, you're so intimidated. Yeah. And that's not even the beginning. You're hardly...
Oh, wait, there are 2 other discs.
Yeah. Well, hell, even the rest of the first disc is so big, you know? And I can tell you the first time... how excited I was when I got out of that city. I just started exploring like crazy. Yeah. And I go across the swamp. And I'm like, oh, look at that shadow. Oh, what the? Dead. Yeah. Dead. I didn't even save. I was at the final battle inside Midgar before the motorcycle.
Good job.
And I ran across the Midgar Swarm, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And that thing annihilated me, and I was so upset.
Well, they don't really teach you. They tell you about saving on the world map at the very beginning, and they don't remind you. I mean, they might remind you, but you're not used to saving on the world map at that point, so not a big deal. But I think it's funny that you talk about the advertisements for FF7.
Oh, yeah.
And I've heard that FF7 had a lot of marketing.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know anything about it. Sephiroth told me to buy it in a Pokemon chat. That's how I bought it. Is that part of the marketing? Did they
probably
Square put out people to name themselves Sephiroth in a Pokemon chat?
Well, the advertising, yeah, that would be great, right?
Because that's the only reason I knew about FF7.
Hey, well, that's a good way to get into it. Hey,
yes.
whatever gets you into it. But I do remember the advertising made it be like, this is epic beyond epic, and guess what? It's not in a movie. It's in a video game. It's like, if you want this experience, you can't go to theaters. You got to buy a PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
Rugrats.
I play Rugrats. But actually, to be honest with you, Crash Bandicoot was awesome. So I can't knock it. I would have wanted it back in the day. So.
I had Rugrats and my PS1 demo disc.
Crash Bandicoot and 5-7, my first 2 PlayStation 1 games. It was good times.
Yeah, Rugrats was scary. I didn't have memory card for Rugrats either.
Oh gosh.
So I had to play the game a lot too. So.
But I guess we should talk a little more about our rest of the experience with the game, and then maybe go over what we liked and didn't like. It's a big game, and at the time, obviously the internet wasn't as prominent. I was 56K modem, parents and everybody shares it. The phone rings. Yep. You can't go get on it whenever you want to notice.
Every time I wanted Game Shark codes, I had to wait for them to let me use the internet.
So discovering things on my own back then, that game was so open and it felt so fresh at the time that I wanted to find things out on my own. I wanted to explore, and I took my time. And I loved the fact of when I figured out like the chocobos, how you had to capture them.
Did you know how to pronounce chocobos back then?
There was always debate among my friends, and oh my gosh, I got in so many arguments. One of my friends used to call them chugaboos. And I'm like, how do you get Chugaboo out of the spelling? And he's like,
Chugaboos now.
Chugaboos. He seriously called them Chugaboos, and it made me so mad. But you know, at the same time, I'm like, what if he's right? You know, I didn't want to be that much of an ass about it, so I was like, okay, well.
I always called them Chocobos.
Chocobos.
And I didn't know how to pronounce it until FF10 came out, and they had voice acting.
Oh yeah, voice acting. So when you first seen this, you didn't expect anything like voice acting or anything, did you? I mean,
no, I didn't know what voice acting was. I mean, Rugrats had voice acting, but that was a cartoon, so it's supposed to have voice acting. That's why I didn't expect.
Did you ever apply your own voice to the characters? I know I did.
Probably.
I probably did. Like, actually, Barret's really bad.
No. Okay, here's a really weird thing. Like, when I was in elementary school, right?
Right.
And we read The Pigman. I don't know if you ever read this or not.
Yes. Yeah.
By Paul's and actually no, I read this myself. It wasn't part of the class.
Okay.
And when I read that book, I pictured the main characters being Cloud and Tifa. I don't know why, but that's
so weird.
Also, I didn't know how to pronounce Tifa either, so
yeah,
it was Tifa.
I used to say Tifa also. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of which, you know, as a prepubescent teen or teen or whatever, you know, I didn't know they could design female characters, but she was a crush for me back in the day.
I'm sure a lot of people.
Those
polygonal boobs.
Yeah. You know, there's been a lot of memes and jokes about that now.
Yeah, well, there is. Okay, let's go into some. We'll intersperse some FF7 remake talk whenever we think about it. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
There's a lot of people at the time. Recently have been talking about how they're going to deal with Tifa's boobs in the remake. Are they going to make them as big as they were in the game? I mean, the original game, or what?
Well, I mean, okay, and having children, you know, skipping ahead a little. Yeah. You know. I think they fixed it pretty well.
Yeah, I think her boobs look fine to have children.
Yeah, I mean...
what's the big deal?
Well, the thing is even when I do go back and play FF7 or remember it, back then, you know, that seemed like, oh my god, those are crazy, you know, they can't do that, you know, my parents will walk in, they'll get mad at me, you know.
only that one scene at the end where her boobs are going all over the place. Yeah, lifestyle.
So, I mean, it was like DOA before DOA almost, it felt like. You know,
the Japanese nerds don't know how boobs move.
Yeah.
And little kids, 10-year-old kids don't know how boobs move. I didn't beat it.
Well, now I go back and look and think about it. It's really like the graphical limitations to me. It felt like they just didn't know how to do the boob physics, I guess.
A lot of people bring up the boobs because back then, for some reason, they think that Tifa's only defining characteristic were her boobs. Which I didn't see that at the time.
I didn't either. You know, even though I said I had a crush, the crush wasn't because...
For boobs?
Okay, I'm going to confess something right now, which I'm embarrassed to talk about.
You have a body pillow now?
No body pillow.
So get a body pillow, Tifa.
But I will confess something I just now remembered, and it's probably going to be really embarrassing to me. I had a crush on her not because of, you know, that, but I thought... Oh man, she's so badass. She can fight. She can take care of herself. She can make some drinks. She owns her own bar.
She makes some drinks.
You know.
How old are you?
Well, I was. You know, I knew what alcohol was, and you know, she was really loyal to Cloud, and I found that really like. And I love red eyes and long hair and all that.
She has red eyes. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she has like reddish looking eyes. Well, in the game, they were red looking.
I don't remember what color.
But you know, back then I was so like, you know, thinking she was so awesome. You know, and
she is pretty awesome.
And I remember reading a Game Fan article. Someone had wrote in about Lara Croft and how she is like the epitome of female gaming. She's like the heroine that everybody should idolize, and she's so cool. She has guns. And
I love guns.
And I got so defensive that I wrote a letter to Game Fan.
Really?
I did. Talking about why Tifa could kick her ass. And how she should be idolized because she doesn't need guns and she has her own guns in her arms, you know.
Did you actually do that?
I did.
Talk about her guns in her arms?
Well, not like that, but in the letter, I made it sound like she was so cool she didn't need guns. She could defeat these enemies, and you know, I was ecstatic about every little thing about that game back in the day. I mean,
I'd have publish it. Did they publish the letter?
No, of course not, because it was probably like 5 pages long of me running, and it was dumb. It was my first time. I had to ask my mom, like, "Hey, I got a stamp. How do I do this?" It's like, "What are you mailing?"
I'm mad about Tifa. So you got into the waifu wars real early.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, and my friends when they would talk about that, if they like Aerith better or whatnot, of course I'd get defensive of that too.
Well,
but, you know,
man, back in the
day, yeah.
Waifu wars are eternal.
Yeah, no, I guess so. But that was just back then. But anyway, things are different now.
But Tifa's cool. I like.
She's still a cool character. Yeah.
She's like her character's so weird because there's a lot of things you can talk about. Okay. Oh wait, by the way, there's going to be Final Fantasy VII spoilers.
Oh yeah, plenty probably. Probably the whole game almost.
Okay, so Tifa knows that Cloud isn't Cloud the whole game, but she doesn't say anything.
I never really got that. You think she really realized he wasn't?
Yeah, because he told all these stories about how, remember when I went to Midgar and I met you, Tifa, and but Tifa didn't know Cloud was there.
Right. Well, he was away, so I thought, like, when he came back after being Mako reacted or whatever, she was like, "Oh, that happened while you were gone." I thought that was kind of what I.
No, but when he talks during the Nibelheim flashback sequence when you first get to Calm, and Cloud tells a story about him going to Nibelheim with Sephiroth.
Oh, that's right.
Tifa should know, be like, I don't remember any of that. You weren't even there, Cloud. She should say that.
She should.
And she doesn't say anything about it.
That's right.
There's people debate about why she would do that, and it's plausible that she would do it because she knew Cloud was fucked in the head, and she didn't want to make it any worse.
Right, kind of figure it out for herself.
Because that would probably cause some major mental issues, which Cloud eventually would have to get over. And she helps him get. That's my favorite part of the game is when she does help Cloud. Mm-hmm. What do you call it? Confront the truth about who he actually is.
Piece them back together.
That he isn't Zack. And Zack is some other dude. Yeah. And like that part is so cool. And I really hope they do that part justice in the remake.
Yeah, I really do
too. The whole like going inside his brain and everyone talks about Aerith dies, right?
Aerith spoiler by the way.
That's apparently the big spoiler for
That's
FF7.
The big thing, yeah.
For FF7 is Aerith dies. That is not the big spoiler for FF7.
Yeah.
The big spoiler for FF7 is Cloud isn't actually Cloud.
Right, yeah, I agree.
That is the big thing, and a lot of people don't even know that. They just see Cloud, especially because of Advent Children. They fucking turned Cloud as an emo asshole when he was.
Well, he was an asshole already.
Well, he's an asshole already, and he becomes emo because of the whole Zack thing, because he doesn't know who he actually is. But he gets over it in the game. But that's the biggest. Hey, look, we have someone coming in.
Oh, we got a guest coming in.
Somebody's coming in.
Maybe he'll join our podcast.
I can't tell who is it.
I don't know. It's a ghost man.
This is a great podcast material because we can't.
I don't know. Maybe we should let him in.
I can't see who's here.
There he is.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey, everybody. We got a guest. His name's Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, you want to talk about Final Fantasy VII? We're talking about Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy VII is not Final Fantasy VIII.
It isn't.
There you go, everybody.
Or is it? I don't know. But yeah, you feel free to chime in whenever you want.
So
Tyler.
That's my mind.
Not anymore.
We probably got a ways to go, though, I'm thinking. So.
Yeah,
we can take a break.
We can always take a break. So,
You haven't moved this from last time.
Nope, I got it set up for everybody. So
anyway, what are we talking about? Okay, the big spoiler for FF7 is that Cloud isn't Cloud, not Aerith dies. Who cares if Aerith... I mean, obviously people care if Aerith dies, but people talk about, should I even play this game anymore because I know Aerith dies? Like, that's not the big spoiler.
Well, back then, that did change a lot of people's perception of how
we're going to talk about Aerith dying now?
Well, we can come back to it.
No, let's talk about it now. It's not really structure for this podcast.
You mean Aerith?
Yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about that, the pronunciation. I will tell you this. When I was younger, I did tear up a little bit at that part.
Well, yeah,
I will admit, when I was
too.
younger, maybe not now.
Dude,
but,
no, even now when I hear her fucking theme song, I get kind of sad inside.
Well, my friend would tease me. He found a GIF of. I guess that was a GIF back then. I don't know. Whatever it was, but he would have it on repeat.
Good enough for GIFs, man.
I guess I don't know, but he would show it where she'd keep getting stabbed over and over and over again.
Oh, hilarious!
He would just tease me a lot, and I'm like,
look,
I hate
is
you
your
so
wife?
bad.
Well, actually, it wasn't your wife. Tifa was your wife.
Apparently.
But
Tyler almost fell off a chair. It's okay.
Tyler got all freaked out because he didn't know that Tifa was his wife.
He got a little choked up there for a second.
Yeah, he was thinking about.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
But
not Tifa.
But it was in school when I was in high school. I think when this game was out, it was like my freshman year.
Shit.
I think it was my freshman year
I was
actually.
Elementary school.
I'm an old master, I guess, but I do, or maybe it was middle school. I can't remember.
I don't know. I wasn't spying on you.
I hope not. But I do know a lot of friends. It was a big talk among friends in the school, even people I wasn't friends with.
You're lucky you had friends that played the game.
Well, that's just it. That's just it. A lot of them weren't like really close friends. I would be at a table because you're at your lunch table in your group, and you'd have other people in the group and stuff talking. Yeah. I would actually have people talking about, at the time it was like Super Mario 64. I'm going to play it serious, but then the other group is over here talking about like, did you see what happened on the end of disc 1? Blah blah blah. I'm like, whoa. Spoiler, Luckily, I know, but then you'd want to jump in and get in conversation, and I actually got into that a little bit with people in school because of that. So,
do you have fights?
No, I actually made friends because of it.
Cool.
So it was kind of helpful.
But yeah, Eric's dying. It's kind of it is a big deal. I mean, again, FF7 was my third RPG. Right. So I still wasn't really used to the idea of a main character, a playable character, dying. I wasn't really used to stories being a thing in video games. What about you, though? Because you were a big fan of FF.
Well, I will say this, spoiler to anybody that's listening to me right now, about an older game.
Wait. Say what the game is first.
Phantasy Star 2.
Okay. Spoilers for Phantasy Star 2. 20-year-old game.
That was technically the first game where a major female protagonist had passed away in your party.
Yeah, and you had played the game already?
But here's the thing. No, I did not play that game at the time. I played the game, but
did you know the spoiler?
I didn't know the spoiler.
Uh-huh.
And, I went back and found out, apparently that was the first time this had happened in the game. But a lot of people didn't know that, though. Because I don't think RPGs were as prevalent as they are now.
Well, actually, JRPGs now are kind of dead.
Well, but actually, I think they're on a kind of a resurgence, in my opinion.
Like what? What besides Persona?
Well,
Xenoblade.
Well, there's a lot of, JRPGs coming on PS3 and 4, like crazy and Vita, like crazy still.
Vita's getting weird shit all the time.
It really is. I know, the Neptunia series has kind of gotten.
But I hear talking about that, JRPGs, modern JRPGs. Well, we'll talk about that later when we talk about the remake. But continue.
But yeah, when she passed in the game, I thought.
Are you talking about Aerith or
Aerith? Going back to Aerith. That was the first time I experienced it personally too, even though it technically wasn't the first game where they did that. But since this game was becoming kind of known to the general, populace of gamers at the time, more mainstream, more people didn't realize games could do that either. And I think it really affected a lot of people. Yeah. And playing the game after that, I just had all these expectations of I don't know what to expect now. This is throwing me for a loop. I'm like, is there a way I can get her back? What's going to happen? One of my other party members going to die?
It's really interesting. People mock Aerith dying now because we're used to bullshit happening in story stuff and happening in video games and shit these days. Back then I didn't even know what a spoiler was.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So, I guess Aerith dying is kind of a big deal, but. It happens in the it happens on disc 1.
Well, to be fair, disc 1
this one's really long. This one is probably the longest disc of the game, but still, it happens really early in that game.
It does
compared to the rest of the.
Well, I didn't know what to expect after though. That kind of thing. I'm like, what can they possibly do?
Did you actually level up Aerith and stuff? Did you have her in your
party
and shit?
I wasn't like most people who kept her in party and leveled her up. I wasn't. No offense, but not to bring up the waifu thing again, but I was always for me. It was always Cloud, Tifa, and if I didn't have the other characters at the time, it was usually Sid.
Like a racist.
Or Barret.
Okay.
I would have them or Barret.
For me, it's Barret. For everyone else, it's Barret. I don't believe in Barret. It's Barret. God damn it.
For some reason, I didn't use Red 13 too much at the beginning.
He's a dog. Who cares?
And when I first played that game, I didn't know about Yuffie and Vincent until I went to a Hastings and I sat down and read more magazines. I know I was a magazine addict back then because I wanted to go to school
to be an editor. Manual?
Huh?
Were Yuffie and Vincent in the manual?
They were in the manual, yeah. Okay. But I remember sitting down at Hastings while my dad was looking around renting some movies or something, and they actually had how to unlock the characters in the magazine. Yep. So I actually wrote them down on a piece of paper I had in my wallet.
Basically pirated that magazine.
Yes, and I actually managed to get those characters my first time playing the game because of that, because I hadn't got to that point in the game yet.
Interesting.
So,
cool.
Yeah. But I never really used Yuffie or Vincent much because, which, by the way, some people might say Yuffie. I heard some of my friends say that in school.
Yeah,
that's another pronunciation thing.
Yeah. Well, we all know better now.
But yeah, I didn't know about the side quests and all that stuff back then. I just had the characters.
Which is really interesting because they eventually made those characters super canon. They showed up in the fucking movie and shit.
If we're gonna,
even though you can't, there's a possibility you never even met them in the game.
Exactly, and I'm sure. I think for the that was another thing. Like I said, people were talking about that game when I was in school.
Yeah,
that was another thing I would hear. Through grapevines, like, "Hey, did you get this character? Did you find this character?" Like, it was a thing. Like people word of mouth.
People just
was
make
huge
up
back
characters.
Then. Did you get the Undertaker? Yeah, some people were coming up with these methods. They're like, there's another method that's easier, and blah, blah, blah.
This is how you revive Aerith or whatever.
Yeah, well, that was a thing, too, later on.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of people, for the longest time, thought you could do that somehow.
Yeah.
But it never happened.
We're talking remake now. In the remake, they should totally put in some really stupid Easter egg. Some really long, really stupid process to revive Aerith.
But you never can.
No, I mean, they should let you do it. But you have to do a bunch of dumb-ass bullshit.
Okay, here's what we need to talk about, though. If they do that...
You get an achievement, too.
Yeah, a trophy or something over it. Okay, but now that they've made these other games... Dirge of Cerberus, Before Crisis stuff... if they did that, wouldn't that just ruin... everything, the endings,
but
everything.
Again, it should be like it's an Easter egg.
Yeah,
like they could have her be in the party, but not acknowledge her being actually.
So be like a spirit Aerith.
Sure, it's just
Ghost
like
Aerith,
bonus character. It's like in Mortal Kombat where you play as Jason and the other characters don't even acknowledge he's Jason unless he's Shinnok.
Okay.
Same thing with Predator. They don't even acknowledge he's the Predator. It's like, who are you? Whatever.
But sounds like the Predator.
Because Tyler's playing Mortal Kombat Predator right now.
No, he's playing Ergis, God bless him.
Oh yeah, of course. Speaking of which, cameos back then for Final Fantasy VII were crazy. Got Ergis.
Yeah.
Man, that game.
Yeah, fucking puzzle game. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
I used to want to play the beach games because Tifu could play in there.
Shut up. We'll have a section. We'll have a section for post FF7, which will include compilations.
Sure.
But what were we talking about?
Well, we just got over the big
Easter egg. Here's what they should do in the remake.
Yeah.
They should make you have to do some dumb bullshit like after you beat Midgar, you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the game on disc 3. Go back to Sector 7, and there'll be an old man named
Bugenhagen 2.
No, named what's his no? There's just a stupid Final Fantasy name. Balthier.
Balthier, sure.
Balthier will be there, and he'll be like, "Yo,
hey, Balthier's cool.
Have you talked to my friend Snow?"
So we're bringing Evilise into this. Okay.
Oh yeah. I don't know. It's just what I thought of the last second.
Okay.
He's like, "Hey, my friend Snow. He's in this castle over there in the."
And the hero's gonna save the day because that's Snow.
Mobs are tough. Go to this cavern where the guy are sick, and then there'll be a robot Aerith, and you have to do a bunch of dumb bullshit side quests to get all the parts for robot Aerith.
Robot Aerith.
And you build a robot Aerith, and she comes back.
But I thought you didn't like robot girls. This is gonna be like Persona.
Exactly. I don't like. That's exactly why they should do it, to put robot girls into Final Fantasy. It pissed me off.
So you would never like Final Fantasy ever again. And it would ruin the legacy completely.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, so...
No, actually what they're going to do is they'll just make it DLC. You buy the Revive Aerith DLC. And
Probably.
It gives you a side quest
like
where you can revive
$4.99 plus tax.
No, it's going to be way more than that.
Probably, yeah. It's like, get the season pass where you revive 5 characters.
What other people... Are they going to add more deaths to the
Sephiroth, from Kingdom Hearts and Sora.
No, when they remake the game, they're going to kill more characters. And they're gonna make it.
So you get Robo Barret and
like this time.
Robo Tifa. So
Aerith survives, but everyone else dies, and it's just a single player.
What if
single
it's just
cast
an Aerith solo game?
You just play as Aerith the entire rest of the game. It becomes a character action game.
Oh, okay.
I would play that.
Yeah, well, I would too.
Okay, and then she plays Blitzball.
Blitzball. Actually, no, that's how you unlock her. You have to play Blitzball.
Okay, 100 games of Blitzball.
Yeah, because FF10 and FF7 are related because Shinra found out how to harvest fireflies or whatever. Anyway. We were talking about before all this dumb bullshit about Aerith.
Well, before that we were talking about how the reveal wasn't actually Aerith dying. It was
Whatever, big deal.
Yeah, that was the last big thing.
Anyway, yeah, Aerith dies. Who cares? It was cool at the time.
It was cool.
It's not going to be as impactful the second time unless they do something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Which, again, I wouldn't be surprised if they did something crazy like kill off Tifa or kill off Sid or Kate Sith Cat She or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I used to say Kate.
Kate Sith, because that's what it's spelled like.
That's what it spelled like.
But it's like Kate She or something. Anyway, maybe they'll just kill him off because no one likes him. I don't know.
Yeah, he had the worst mission in Dirge of Cerberus, by the way. Spoiler, you play as him. But,
you play as him, but you don't play as Barret?
No, he plays the cat version of whatever.
How come... Man, Barret always gets the short end of the stick here, man. Everyone's playable except Barret.
To be fair, Dirge of Cerberus, everybody gets short end of the stick in that game, but that's for another discussion.
In FF7, you get to play as Cloud, you get to play as Tifa, as party leaders, you get to play as Sid, and then in Dirge of Cerberus, you get to play as Vincent, and apparently Kate She or whatever.
Yeah, for a mission.
So...
And Yuffie has a big part of that game,
Yuffie's in Kingdom Hearts or something.
Yeah. Well.
And what's Barret? Where's Barret and Red 13? When do they get their turn?
Hey, to be fair, they did make a really cool figurine of
Vincent was a fucking Airgeese. How come Barret wasn't an Airgeese?
Oh, yeah, so was...
Was Yuffie in that too?
Yuffie and Vincent,
Yuffie already got her chance.
They were in that game too.
With Red 13 and Barret gonna get
Actually,
their
I
chance.
think the boss in Airgeese was like a Red 13 type of character.
Oh my god! So Barret's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, he was pretty much the one I got the.
Racist.
God, yeah, they are racist. Okay.
Well, if we want to get into that, his dialogue.
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay. A lot of people are saying when they do the remake or whatever, they should change the way Barret speaks. To make him less like Mr. T. I don't agree with that.
I agree with that one. What you just said.
Okay, because they should make him talk like he did in 7. They should make him curse. I don't care if they bleep it out. That'd actually be funny if they bleeped him out.
Okay, you think the rating is going to be the same? Because now with the graphics, for example, when they do kill off Aerith, there's no blood on the blade, right? And there's going to be there was curse words. Now there's going to be voice acting stuff. You think they'll change the dialogue completely and everything around it?
Even if they don't
make it like an M rating,
even if they don't change any of that shit, it's gonna. If FF7 comes out again, with the exact same content, but with a more realistic graphics, or even without more realistic graphics or whatever, it's the exact same game. It should get a rated M. It should be rated M. But here's the thing: who cares if it's rated M? Fucking Phoenix Wright is a rated M game now.
Yeah, exactly.
So who cares if super popular FF7 isn't rated M? It's rated T. I wasn't supposed to be playing. I was 10 years old.
Right.
I wasn't supposed to be playing that game.
Well, it had some pretty explicit content the first day, like when you kill Genova, she's like this naked alien boob lady.
We talked about the whole fucking prostitution thing. Well,
we haven't got to that.
Yeah,
yet.
we talked about that a different time. Okay.
Yeah.
FF7 has a bunch of stuff that would be rated M content these days.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole brothel thing and all that.
So I don't think Square should change anything to get a T rating.
I don't think so either.
They should get an EC, early childhood rating. Make it Cloud counts as numbers or something.
Oh, I'd play that.
Eris doesn't die. She just forgets what 2 + 2 equals, and Sephiroth sends her into timeout or something.
Oh, so she's bad with time magic.
I don't know. Shut up. Anyway, no, they should keep it. Yeah. Anyway, but I also think they should bleep out the curse words.
Oh, to make it funny. Maybe Conquerors, you can unlock it, maybe?
Maybe. Or
it's
DLC. You're going to buy
buy the curse words.
Uncensored DLC.
There you go.
But the game, they still curse in the game. They say shit and stuff. But
yeah, they do. Well, they say, the F word and everything.
They don't say it.
They don't say it, but it's implied.
They have those stupid censor symbols where you punch up parentheses and ampersands and stuff. Which, when I was 10 years old, I didn't know the F word. So I had no idea what Barret was saying there.
Right.
But they should keep Barret talking the way he talks. Because that's how I always envisioned it, first of all.
With the Ebonics.
Sure, whatever. He's not even that bad. He sounds like Mr. T. And then Mr. T's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
Mr. T's pretty
whatever.
Good.
And even the Advent Children, he still says stuff like fool or whatever.
Yeah, fool. Pity the fool.
Like, what are they going to change him to? That was part of his character.
They're just going to make him proper.
A lot of people say, oh, he didn't talk like that in the Japanese version. Who cares? That's the Japanese version. Whatever.
Yeah.
If they change it, I don't know exactly how he talked in the Japanese version, in the original version. Maybe it's fine. But I like the cursey, gangsta Barret.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's awesome, and it's not even like a racist thing. I just think he's a cool ass character. Like, Barret is the best character in that game, I think.
Yeah, well...
He's a really fucking tragic character, goddamn.
It wouldn't be true to his character. Like, well, if we're going to talk about the tragic, then we should talk about the part with dying.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
people say, oh, he's just this character is an angry black man, but there's a reason why he's angry.
He's got a history.
And there's some people that say he's the only black person in the game, which is not true.
No,
there are other black people.
Well, there's also Costa del Sol. I believe there was like some like Jamaican type characters. If I'm not mistaken.
There's also Rude, who should be black but isn't black.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But no, it's like that's one thing when I first played that game. When I first started exploring the open world and stuff like that. Yeah. And when I got to that point in the game at the Golden Saucer, when you get dropped down in there.
To prison.
To the prison.
Yeah. Corral prison.
I didn't expect a backstory to pop up in the games like that. I expected all action because I was like just constantly like going. And it just stopped to go with his character.
There's a lot of guns.
Yeah,
that's part of the game.
Exactly. And see what I believe it was his city. The people from Shinrod come in and was going to put in the Mako reactors, and I think he had disagreed about it. Or no, Don had disagreed, but Barret had been like, okay, let's.
Because they were like Shinrod was all like, yo man, coal's for losers. Get this, Mako or Mako. Again, how are they gonna pronounce that? Is it Mako or Mako?
Mako. I think Mako's like a Japanese name.
Yeah, it's gonna be Mako. But it's Mako for me right now. Anyway, Mako energy is so it's the hip what all the cool kids are using, man.
Yeah.
Fuck coal. It's dirty.
Michael Cole.
Buy some Mako and Mako accessories, cause it's a clean burning fuel. I tell you what.
By God King, it's that's burning fuel.
Yeah, fuck Michael Cole. And Dine's like, no, I like Michael Cole. And Barret's like, no, dude, Mako, man, it's the future.
But did he say it like that? Did he say it with the ebonics thing?
Sure,
or
probably.
Was he cool about it?
He's like, fucking...
Dang fool, you know what you're talking about, fool.
It's like, that green,
Mako.
that green, man. Gotta get that green. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, dying, right?
The Mako's getting to you, you're forgetting. It's destroying your memory.
So, like, yeah, that part with dying is actually really fucked up, especially playing it now as an adult. Because, like, when you find out that Marlene is actually Dine's daughter.
Yeah. You see, and when I first played that game when I was younger, I didn't get that. I thought that was actually Barret's kid. I was like, no offense, I'm not trying to
for all intents and purposes, it is Barret's kid.
Well, yeah, but I actually was like, well, is it the graphical limitation? She's supposed to be this I didn't know that.
Oh, you mean the skin color?
I didn't know that when I was younger.
You interracial couples, man.
Yeah, well, I didn't think that was a thing back then.
We don't know what skin tone Barret's wife was.
Yeah, well, anyway, it took me a while to get that.
But anyway, you find out that Marlene is Dine's daughter, right. And Dine finds out Marlene's alive, and his first reaction is, okay, I have to kill Marlene. I'm like, what? What?
Oh,
that's really fucked up. And as a kid, I didn't get it. Yeah. I didn't understand what he's saying. He's basically he says, well, I guess it's time for Marlene to meet her mother. I bet she misses her a lot. He's just saying what he's saying. Literally, what he's actually saying is, I'm gonna go kill her.
Yeah, the little kid.
Super fucked up, and that scene in particular in the remake, assuming they can actually do it right, can be really powerful. So
yeah,
let's hope they actually do that.
For people who don't know though, like the reason Dine, everybody thought Dine died because I believe Barret tried to save him and he got his arm shot off.
Yeah,
and he dropped him.
It's a really funny scene because
they look goofy because
they got the arms wrong because his right arm gets shot off or something, but he ends up getting his left arm replaced with a gun.
Yeah,
or something dumb. They have an opportunity to fix that in the remake.
Yeah, there's another thing.
Or give him both arms are guns now or something. Yeah. Maybe his foot's a gun now. So they're gonna.
So it's gonna be like Bayonetta.
It's gonna be like fucking Danganronpa where they change everything. They expect one thing, but suddenly his penis is the gun now. Like
the penis gun DLC.
No, when he falls down and like Barret can only grab his penis to save him.
Oh
and
no!
Scarlet shoots it.
Now
out.
we are getting into the ratings.
Yes. Anyway, they could do something like that.
Sure. I'm sure you'd play it, so...
God, you can do all sorts of weird shit to
Well, I'm sure if you
trick the player,
make your own version of it, you would have it your way. That's why they have RPG Maker.
I would not give him a penis gun. That's stupid. That would ruin that. Like that's emotional scene.
Yeah, it was. And then when you actually confront him and you have the fight one-on-one,
I died of that a couple times because I was stupid and didn't put
barrier. I had barrier.
I didn't put restore materia on Barret.
Well, you probably didn't expect it, right?
Well, yeah. But even when I lost a lot, I didn't think when I was a kid. I didn't think because like when I put materia on them, I never changed it. I never thought like, oh, I should probably make Barret the healer because Barret wasn't the healer.
No,
the other person was the healer.
Which that's one thing I like about 7, which we can talk about later. Is you can have a job class for any characters the way you want it.
We can talk about it now.
Yeah.
People complain about FF7. Every character is the same because of the materia system.
Right.
That is good in my book because I don't want another FF13 situation where I have to use Hope because he's the best Ravager in the fucking game. Because I fucking hate Hope. In FF7, like it doesn't matter if Aerith has to, it's a white mage or whatever because I can make anyone the white mage.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to use Aerith to heal. I can use Barret to heal. I can use Cloud to heal.
Exactly.
It's like I can use all the characters I want unless I hate Cloud because I have to fucking use Cloud most of the time.
Well, that's another reason I think 7 was such a breakthrough. Like, the flexibility with the materia system.
The materia system
was awesome.
So good because, like, most FF battle systems are really good because you can get really creative with them and you become super overpowered. And every FF game is like this. You can abuse the system to become super overpowered, which I love doing that. That's why I love 8 so much because you can destroy everyone in that game because of the junction system. But when I was a kid, though, I didn't know how materia worked. I just put the fire on the fire, and he can use fire.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had to level them up and shit. And so through most of the game, I would like equip the most powerful weapons, even though some of the most powerful weapons, but your ultimate weapons especially, had 0 AP growth on them.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, like, how come I'm not leveling up my materia? Because my weapons have 0 growth. But like, and that's why I think a lot of people who say the gameplay hasn't aged very well are full of fucking bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I had no idea how to play FF7.
Yeah.
So the gameplay isn't part of my nostalgia because I didn't know how to fucking play it.
Right.
Then I come back to it like a billion years later when I'm in college. I'm like, oh, this is actually how you're supposed to use materia. This is hella cool.
Well, I mean, me too. Like, okay, like when I get bored and if I look up YouTube videos and stuff about the game still, I still will find new combinations on how to, get really powerful and do effects that I didn't even think about. Like, okay, well, if you combine this, do that. It's like, it's never-ending learning process. That's what I kind of like about it.
That's why I think that they shouldn't turn the game into some dumb real-time action game, but we'll get into that later.
Later, yeah.
Materia system is awesome.
It is.
For the remake, they have an opportunity to balance it better, so to make it so you don't become overpowered too early in the game or whatever.
Well, I mean, I know when I was a kid and I played it, I wasn't too powerful. I still, felt like I was too weak a lot of times. But and they also have opportunity to add new materia to the game and give you other cool new shit to do and whatever. But the materia system is cool. They have opportunity to make it even cooler with the remake. Oh yeah, lots more possibilities. Maybe give you new unique weapons that have different like effects on materia. Maybe
like what?
I don't know. Like I know like Triple AP was the big thing.
What?
Triple H weapon.
There were like 2 Triple AP weapons that game.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they could do something. Like maybe different growths.
They could like do one where if you equip it, it turns all your magic into poop spells.
Sure.
There's poop.
Well, I mean, maybe there'll be new summons.
There'll be DLC materia.
Probably.
You want Knights of the Round without having to do chocobo breeding? Pay us $10 and you can buy a Knights of the Round materia and use it on the Guard Scorpion at the beginning of the game.
That's the Game Shark of the day. There you go, because you can use the Game Shark and do that back in the day.
I miss the Game Shark.
Well, or they could pull Namco Bandai and make it where you have to buy like all the like level ups and stuff if you want for your characters.
They'll make you.
Well, you can. It's the options there. I mean, they could do that.
They could. I don't think they will because they're not Namco.
Maybe they'll do like alternate costumes you can buy and stuff.
They will definitely probably do alternate costumes.
Do like the Advent Children ones maybe or something. I don't know. Give them a Nathan Drake costume.
Make everyone dress up like. That's not even Square Enix.
I don't care. Laura Croft.
They're all.
There you go.
Yeah, and there's Laura Croft.
Hitman. Make Cloud.
I mean, Lightning Returns had a Laura Croft costume.
Yeah, she did.
Make everyone Sleeping Dogs. I don't know.
Parasite Eve. Do Avery for.
Everyone's Agent 47. Everyone's bald DLC.
Bald DLC.
Barcode DLC.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everyone got a super barcode. Scan in the barcode into your app.
So at the beginning of the game, when they do the key card at the beginning on the train, the barcode goes off, and they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta jump."
They should put all these dumbass Square Enix cameos in the game. You like go on the train and there's Agent 47.
That would be the guy from Just Cause with the guy
fucking Rico, man.
Rico, yeah, it's the Rico in there. Yeah. Get a parachute, you fly around Midgard.
Dude, that'd be so fucking sick. They should do that. They should get Avalanche to do the world map stuff.
Oh yeah, because there's that part when you do come in with the parachutes at the Midgard.
When you go return to Midgard.
You just get the Just Cause guy. He's like, guys, I got the parachutes. Let's go.
That's brilliant. Because a lot of people are saying, how should they do the world map in the remake? Right. They should just get Avalanche. They're called Avalanche.
Yeah.
Just like in FF7. Get Avalanche to do the world map for FF7, and it's just Cause.
Yeah.
That would be so
destructible
sick.
environments.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm brilliant.
You gotta call some people.
Fucking
let's get this done.
No more on the phone.
Done. Press it. Print. Go.
That would be so awesome.
That would be sick.
Oh my god, I should do it. I'm so disappointed that they're not gonna.
Yeah, me too. Damn brilliant mind.
What were we talking about?
I don't. That was
cameos. Yeah, they should do that. They should also put cameo in it too.
Yeah, there you go.
Xbox One version, right?
I would personally would like some Dragon Quest characters since it's Square Enix.
They can do just try Final Fantasy VII builders.
Builders,
get a Minecraft clone. FF7 is a Minecraft clone with Just Cause stuff in it.
It's just gonna be like Dragon Quest Heroes and Final Fantasy Heroes. It's gonna be an action game now. Watch.
It's gonna be a cell phone game.
Cell phone game? Yeah. Like that Hitman game? That's the best one, right?
Oh, they should make it.
Hitman Go is actually really good.
It is. They should make FF7 go. I don't know what it would be. Is that Lara Croft Go or Tomb Raider Go coming
Tomb Raider
out?
Go, whatever the hell that
looks
is.
Weird. Anyway, why are we talking about this shit? What were we talking about before we talked about Karina's cameos? I forget.
Oh, goodness. Well, we went over a lot of crap.
I don't know, whatever. What's next on the list?
I don't know. You think it's a good place to take a break, maybe?
Let's give us 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. An hour.
Okay. See, besides the cameos, let's see. We got on the game. You said that you died at Reno, right?
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay, well, explain to me how you died at Reno.
Because
what
it uses the pyramid attack, and when three of your characters are trapped in a pyramid, it's game over. And it doesn't tell. Well, actually, no.
So it was like petrify, right? I think
sort of. What you're supposed to do is when he uses pyramid on you, you're supposed to attack that character.
Yeah.
And once you attack that character, the pyramid goes away.
Okay.
And I think there even gives a hint. He gives you a hint or something like try and destroy it if you can. But I'm a stupid little kid, 10-year-old kid. I didn't know he meant to attack the pyramid.
Right.
So that's why I died at Reno, because I didn't know you were supposed to attack the pyramid. I'm sure a lot of people died at Reno for that same reason too.
Now, a lot of people talk about the experience of this game being mature and Aerith dying and all that. Uh-huh. But did you experience anything when your party from the beginning? They weren't actually in your party, but Jesse and Biggs and Wedge.
Right. Yeah, and that all
did you feel anything when they died? Like everybody died?
I was a dumb little kid. I didn't know they were dead.
Did you? Yeah, because you didn't catch that either, right? Because I didn't really catch on to that until later.
I didn't know what was going on. Yeah. I didn't know what terrorism was when I was 10 years old.
I mean, did you also realize now, as a kid that technically what Avalanche was doing, they were killing people.
They're terrorists.
Because when they blew up that first reactor, it killed a bunch of people. Like when they were talking on the news, a lot of people had died for their cause. And so you're actually kind of not the good guy in a way.
You're an eco-terrorist. That's what you are. And you know what they say about that famous quote about terrorists or whatever. A terrorist is just another group's freedom fighter or whatever. So you're fighting for the planet, but you're still killing tons of dudes.
Yeah.
And ladies.
So, I mean, you're like the anti-hero almost at the beginning.
Something like that.
No.
You're just doing it because you want money. And
Cloud.
Cloud's doing it because he wants money and he wants to get with Tifa. So.
well, do you think... I didn't really catch that he really wanted to get with Tifa.
Well, it depends on your choices, because...
Tifa, later in the game, to me.
At the beginning of the game, Tifa's like, hey, would you really walk out on a childhood friend like that? And you're given the option, like, hell yeah, I would. Or, no, man, you're cool. And it's really confusing because the options they give you aren't really clear about what you're choosing at that point.
I have my opinions about the whole stupid-ass love triangle thing that happened in that game.
Oh, man.
I wanted to slap Tifa so bad.
FF7 is responsible for... It introduced so many people to shipping.
Yeah.
Because
I guess so.
the love triangle shit was like, oh no, Tifa and Cloud are the OTP. No, it's fucking... all these terms like OTP and shipping when I'm... I didn't know what that shit was until like a year ago.
Dude,
and FF7 back in 1997 was introducing all these impressionable young minds to this bullshit culture.
But, that game went beyond shipping. There was a 5-way there. There was Barret and there was Yuffie you could take on the date.
No one liked Barret. I was the only person who liked Barret.
Still to this day, he's the only one I never got a date. I'm trying to do it.
It's hard to get.
I'm trying on my Vita game right now. I'm trying to keep Barret.
You need a guide.
Yeah, you really do.
To get Barret.
I always ended up getting Tifa most of the time, obviously because I was kept in my party, but I've had Aerith. And
I've only had Aerith and Tifa before. I never got Yuffie.
But the little triangle pissed me off because it was so obvious to me. Maybe just because you're the guy playing the game, but I'm like, Tifa, just tell him it's obvious. Like, Cloud, are you an idiot?
Cloud, you're not really who you are. Fucking break down.
You're just letting this other girl run game.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was just talking like it was so. I don't know, it pissed me off that he's letting because I had a crush on Tifa.
Because you're a fucking waifu.
Yeah, back in the day, I was always so mad about that. God. I was like, "What are you idiot?"
I don't remember what I thought. I don't remember who I thought the OTP was. I don't think I cared because I was 10 years old.
I do know the final battle, right when you fight the demon wall before you get the black materia. I always had Aerith in my party. I always finished him off with. I always finished him off with the Bahamut summit you get right before that.
Okay, sure.
And I was always like, "Good, you're about to go in the woods and die."
Jesus Christ!
I was pretty mean about it back then.
You write fan fiction too?
No.
Does he write fan fiction?
I write fan fiction.
Whoa, yeah.
Not about Tifa. No. Not about Aerith dying horrible deaths.
But see,
Tifa and Cloud celebrating by having sex on her corpse or whatever. You do. But
back then I didn't realize that was going to happen, so I actually felt bad afterward. I was like, "Oh, she actually died."
It's your fault, Daniel. You killed Aerith.
I know, and then I was like, "Actually, she wasn't that bad. She was nice. Like now she's dead."
Actually. She's kind of a jerk too.
She was if you played
she only liked Cloud because she reminded her of Zack.
Well, if you played before Crisis, like I guess you get more of the character, but
I didn't play before Crisis.
So
you talking about Crisis Core?
Or Crisis Core?
Okay,
I'm sorry, Crisis Core.
I played Crisis Core.
Nobody's in America I think would play before Crisis. It's a cell phone game. Yeah. Never came over here. Whatever. Yeah. But
I played Crisis Core.
Yeah, we talked about before Crisis. So
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's right, whatever. It ruined.
I think that's how
it ruined Sephiroth. IMO.
Yeah. I think that's how the remake's going to be.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about that.
I really do.
Soon.
Right.
After our break, we'll talk about what the compilation did to ruin everything about Final Fantasy.
So yeah, we'll talk about why you think that ruined everything. I guess
how I know it ruined everything.
We'll talk about that. We'll debate that.
We're talking about Aerith and Tifa right now, though.
Yeah, Aerith and Tifa.
Because the OTP is actually Cloud and Sephiroth. Duh!
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, how did you feel when you got Sephiroth in your party?
Oh, he was hella cool, man.
I was like, oh, man.
He was doing all these magic spells and shit. I'm like, oh, man, I wish I could get that magic
I kept getting mad. I kept dying as Cloud. I kept trying to be cool.
Oh, my God. Of course you would try to be cool.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, he's dead. So bad.
Sephiroth was hella cool, though.
I have to admit, even though people the thing is, nowadays, people are like, oh, he's Mama's boy, and they make fun of him now.
But people...
Back then...
That's because first of all, we were children, so we think everything was cool.
Well, what is it that made him cool to you? Was he had the sword or like the hair?
Fucking murdered dude. He murdered shit, man. He could fucking fly.
But before you found all this out, when you thought he's like just some dude, you're going.
Well, they talk him up so much in the game.
That's true. They did.
I want to be just like Sephiroth.
I was like, when the president comes out, he's like, you'll never be another Sephiroth. Exactly. Maybe if you were, then I'd remember you.
Also, Sephiroth in the Pokemon chat, he's the one that told me to play the game in the first place.
I'm the cool guy.
That's why he's so cool. But that guy was an asshole, actually. But,
well, back then I also thought the designs and stuff were really cool, but now that I look at it, I'm like...
I wasn't used to anime at this point.
Right, nobody really
I thought he looked cool. The long white hair was cool, the stupid looking bangs were cool.
Would you say it's white or silver?
White.
It's white? Yeah, I guess in the movie it looks silver to me, man.
It doesn't matter. It's some Kirigiri bullshit. This is who cares what hair color is. White and silver are close enough.
Okay.
He's an old man. It's gray.
But he wasn't. He's like, what, 20?
I don't know.
20 something? I don't know, because Cloud and were around that age.
But yeah, Sephiroth was cool. And I think he's... outside of all the fandom bullshit, he's still a cool character.
I still think so, too.
And, like, you know, when the detractors call him a mama's boy, they don't actually know anything about FF7 because Sephiroth was in control the whole time. He's actually mama's boy. You know, he was in control of Genova. So Genova was like a...
extension of...
No, Genova was a son's... It was a reverse relationship. Genova was under control of Sephiroth. But...
pretty much.
Sephiroth's a cool character. He was ruined in graphics score.
Did you ever play the Dissidia games?
Nope.
Sephiroth is pretty fucking awesome in those games.
Cool. Yeah.
And they had his voice actor... all the voice
George Newbern is an amazing Sephiroth.
He sounded really awesome.
They should
menacing.
keep his voice for the remake. They better. One of the reasons I love George Newbern as Sephiroth so much is because he did Superman's voice in the Justice League.
Okay.
And like Superman it's such a cool parallel or opposite of parallel, like a juxtaposition of what Sephiroth is.
Okay,
and
I can see that.
It's such a cool voice. It's a badass voice, and we're at the hour mark. So let's take a break.
Sure.
And we'll come back to recording at another time where we can talk about how Compilation ruined Final Fantasy VII.
Sure, we'll debate that then. So.
Bye.
Bye.